composition of relations. So composition of function you must have heard of. It is same thing applicable here also. Okay. So composition of two relations we will be learning here. So see, there are two sets on which there is some relation R, and another set B and C, and there is some relation S. So this relation R is mapped from set A to set B. That arrow indicates it is a mapping from A to B. It means A cross B, and S is mapping from B to C, B cross C. Okay. Now here A cross B means AB, that you know. Okay. So first element will come from A and second element will come from B. And similarly, in case of the relation S, BC, B cross C is there. So BC will be your pair. Okay. Now here this sequence matters. So obviously in relation it matters. So in composition of relation also it will matter. So here we want to focus on A to B and B to C, because your composition is related, is like that only. So when I say there is a relation from A to C, okay, when I say there is a relation from A to B and B to C, then I can say that there is a relation from A to C, and which is nothing but composition of these two relations. So it is written as ROS. Okay, so it is a mapping from, or it is product set of A and C, because this B and C, B, can you see this B and this B, second element of first relation and first element of second relation are same. Okay, so suppose there are two pairs 1 2 and 2 4. Okay, 1 2 is coming from R and 2 4 is coming from S. So 1 to 2 is there and 2 to 4 is there, then we say 1 to 4 is also there. Transitive law, transitive property. Do you remember? So the same thing is applicable over here. Okay, so this composition of relation is defined like this, that it is a product set of A and C, set A and C, where there is some B, small b, which belongs to capital B, that is set B, for which AB belongs to first relation and BC belong to second relation. Okay, it means this B and B is there in the middle. Okay, this terminology, transitive property of this relation, is there in the Warshaw's algorithm also. So just understand this properly, and if you haven't understood it, ask me, I'll explain it again, because we will be using this terminology in this unit for transit to find the transitive closure using Warshaw's algorithm. Okay, so there is some B for which AB is there and BC is there. Okay, this we have to keep in the mind. Now this is also written as ROS and then C. It is the same way that we used to write relation for two elements A R B, जैसे हम लिखते थे. In the same way, instead of R, there is a composition of two relation now. So A ROS, that is composition of R and S, and C. For some B, we have ARB and BSC. Okay, it means AB is there in R and BC is there in S. Okay, are you getting this? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
good. So next,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. So we'll see one example of this. So see, here we have X 4 5 6, Y ABC and Z L M N. So there is a relation from X to Y, and R2 is another relation from Y to Z. Okay. Now we have this set R1. R1 is directly given. Again R2 is also given. Okay. Now from this you have to find R1O R2. Can you do that? RO R2 is not equal to R2O R1. Okay. Composition of R1 and R2 is not equal to composition of R2 and R1. Okay, because sequence matters. So this AB term is coming from R1, and from R2 you'll be choosing BC term. Just check your answer. Shall I explain this? See, first pair will choose from R1 and we'll check its associative pair in R2. Okay. So for A, and we'll look for uh, another pair in R2 which starts from A. Okay. So in R2, AL is there. So for A is there and AL is there. So we'll say 4L is there. So see, 4L is there. Again, we have to check all possible combinations. Okay, it is not like that one I have done then I leave other combinations. It is not like that. So for A and A to N, so 4 to N. So 4 to N is there. 4 to A, and that's it. Only two pairs are there from starting from A. Now we'll look for 4 to B and B to something in R2. So 4 to B and B to L. So 4 to L is already there. Okay, so we'll not repeat any pair. ठीक है, अगर two pairs का combination same आ रहा है, you'll write it only once because it is set, not multi-set. Now after that, 4 to B and 4 and B to M is there. So 4 to M is there. So 4 to M, 4 to B, and that's it. Then 5 to C and C to L. So 5 to L, 5 to C, C to M, 5 to M. Again 5 to C, C to N, 5 to N. 6A, A to L, so 6L. Then 6AN, because 6 to A is there and A to N is there. So 6 to N. 6 to N is there. Then 6 to C and C to L. So 6 to L, which is already there. 6 to C, C to M, 6 to M. So 6 to M will write. And 6 to C and C to N. So 6 to N, which is already there. So we will not rewrite it. Okay. So this is our answer. 2 to 2, 2 to 3. So 2 to 3 is there. Then 2 to 5. Then 2 to 3. 2 to 4. 2 to 5 already there. 2 to 4. 2 2. Then 2 3, which is already there. 2 5. 5. 3 4. 3 5. Then 3 2. 3 3. Then 3 5. Then 3 2. 3 5. 4 5. 5 4 2. 4 5. 5 4 and 5 5. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Chalo. Then there are different types of relations. Reflexive, irreflexive, then symmetric, antisymmetric, and transitive relations. And on these, depending on these types of relations, we have one more concept, that is closure of relations. So for that, we should know what is reflexive relation, what is symmetric relation, and transitive. Okay. And for the transitive relation, there is a closure property, that closure, transitive closure we call it. And to find transitive closure of given relation, we will be discussing the Warshall's algorithm. Okay. So let's start. There is a reflexive relation and irreflexive relation. So see, a relation R on set A is said to be reflexive if AA belongs to R for every A belongs to capital A, set A. Okay, it means if you have 1 2 3 4 numbers in your set A and there is a relation defined on this set A, then in that relation I want or this reflexive relation should have 1 1, 2 2, 3 3 and 4 4 pairs. Okay, so see, there is this relation where we have 1 1 2 2 3 3 and 4 4. Okay, so this relation is reflexive. See, there are additional pairs also, 1 3 2 4 3 4. That is okay, but uh, for a given relation, if you have this type of pair for every element of your set, then we call it reflexive. Now suppose there is this a relation on the same set, and this 2 2 is missing. Okay, this pair is missing, 2 comma 2, then I'll call it not reflexive. Okay, then I will call it not reflexive relation. So when for all elements of set A you have this type of pair A comma A, then we call it reflexive relation. But if there is a single element for which this type of pair does not exist in your relation R, then we call it not reflexive relation. Irreflexive is different concept. Okay, got this? Now what is,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, okay. What is irreflexive relation then? किसी भी element के लिए this type of pair is not there. A relation which has no pair of type A comma A for every element of A, set A. Okay, if there is a single pair, suppose 1 1 is there in this relation, then I'll call it not reflexive. Okay, but none of these elements are having this type of pair in a given relation, then it is irreflexive. A slight difference is there in between not reflexive and irreflexive. Okay, have you got this? Reflexive and irreflexive, simple hai.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then symmetric relation. It is very simple relation where we are expecting A comma B and B comma A type of pairs for every element. Okay, so sorry, not for every element, for every pair AB you should have this pair BA. So can you guess the difference between this pair AB and BA? Inverse of AB. Okay, sequence, you're changing the sequence. If AB is there, then BA should be there. Okay, let's see how what it is. So suppose there is this set A 1 2 3 and there is this relation defined on it. Now we'll see every pair. So 1 1 is there. What is the inverse of 1 1? If you change the order of 1 1, what it would be?
1 1.
1 1. So we'll write it only once. Again 2 2, the inverse will be 2 2. So we'll write it once. Now for 1 2,
2 1.
2 1. So we'll look for 2 1 if it is there in the relation R or not. Yes, it is there. Okay. Now 2 3 is there and 3 2 is also there. Okay. So for every pair of this type A comma B, where the first element and second element is different, we are expecting the inverse of that pair. Okay, the sequence should be inverted. So this is symmetric relation. Okay, so for symmetric relation you will be looking for the pairs where first and second elements are different and not same, and you look for the inverse of those elements, inverse of that pair. Okay, so and you have to check for all pairs. Okay, suppose this 2 1 is not there, then we will call it not symmetric. See, so for AB there is some AB for which BA is not there, then it is called as not symmetric. Okay, is there any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, see, I have rewritten this relation, same relation. 2 3 is there but 3 2 is not there, so it is not symmetric. Now anti-symmetric, ये थोड़ा सा tricky है. Now here a relation R on a set A is anti-symmetric if and only if A comma B belongs to R and B comma A belongs to R, then A is equal to B. Are you getting this? Okay. Okay, let's see one example. Is this antisymmetric? Is this relation antisymmetric?
Yes.
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 Yes, because see, in symmetric we were looking for different elements, but now we are looking for same elements. Okay, but the other meaning of this is, suppose I add 1 comma 2 in this relation, what will happen? Will it be antisymmetric in that case?
No.
Why not? I've added only 1 comma 2, not 2 comma 1.
Yes.
It will be antisymmetry because, read out this statement properly. A comma B belongs to R and B comma A belongs to R. Okay. So when you have only A comma B और B comma A, मतलब 1 2 है आपके पास और you have 2 1, any one of them. See, 1 2 और 2 1 एक दूसरे के inverses है, but out of this you have only one pair, only 1 2 or 2 1. In that case it will be antisymmetric. So in 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2 is there and I have one more pair 1 comma 2. But 1 comma 2 के लिए I don't have any 2 comma 1 in this relation. So this condition is not applicable over here. So hence that pair is also allowed here. Are you getting this? When you want A is equal to B, when both A comma B and B comma A are there. Are you getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, correct. Good. So there are two type of examples you'll have here in antisymmetric. 1 1 2 2. So can we say reflexive relations are antisymmetric, provided they are satisfying this condition? I mean, the other pairs are not having these relation, the one in antisymmetric.
Yes, ma'am.
इसमें अगर इस वाले रिलेशन में इफ आई ऐड 3,3 इट विल बिकम रिफ्लेक्सिव बट इट वोंट बी एंटीसिमेट्रिक. आर यू गेटिंग दिस? Yeah,
Ma'am, in which one?
am I right? This relation. In this relation, if I add 3,3, it will be symmetric reflexive relation, but it won't be anti-symmetric relation.
Yes, correct.
Okay, for that I'll give you another this thing example. So have you got other than checking whether they are reflexive or irreflexive and symmetric or antisymmetric, you can't check it because there are two sets associated with these relations here, and what we were talking about was one set. So just leave that part, and other than that, have you got answers? Have you
Ma'am,
got
matrix of ROS.
matrix of ROS? So you have got set ROS.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you can
Yes,
get the
ma'am.
matrix of it. It's okay if you don't leave this part. Compare M of ROS to the product MR and MS.
मॅम
Hmm.
एम ऑफ ROS ज्यावेळेस आपण लिहाल त्यावेळेस 1 2 3 लिहायचं की फक्त 1 2 आणि XYZ
No.
असं लिहायचं?
No, no. ROS is associated with which sets?
A and C.
Yeah. So in vertically you'll write A and horizontally you'll write elements of C.
ओके मॅम.
तेच विचारत होती ना?
हो हो.
Yeah. So I'll just scroll down this thing. Okay, they have given answers also. So check whether you are getting same answer or not. Yes, are you getting same answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
मैट्राइसिस भी चेक कर लो. ठीक है. Now after that there is this 2.6 question. Can you see this? For this, check whether it is reflexive, irreflexive, symmetric or antisymmetric. Can a given relation be symmetric or reflexive? I mean, will it be of more than one type? Is it possible?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
correct. It is possible. Okay, so let's see the last type of relation. Okay, first we'll discuss this thing. So is it reflexive? This relation is reflexive?
No.
1 1 2 2 3 3 is not there, so it is not reflexive. Okay, is it irreflexive?
Yes.
No, ma'am.
No, it is not irreflexive.
Okay,
Are
okay.
you
I
getting
got it.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
For irreflexive, none of them should be there. So 1 1 2 2 4 4 भी नहीं होगा, then we'll call it irreflexive. ठीक है. Now symmetric, is it symmetric? 2 3 is
No.
there and 3 2 is no. It is not symmetric. Is it antisymmetric?
Yes, ma'am.
No, it is not antisymmetric. Why? 2 3 का inverse है ना, 3 2. And we don't want such pair. अगर यहाँ पे 3 2 नहीं है, then we'll call it antisymmetric. Are you getting this? If A comma B belongs to R and B comma A also belongs to R, then only we want A is equal to B, right? यहाँ पे both are
Yes.
present and in here AB is there and BA is also there, but here A is not equal to B. Am I right? This 2 is not equal to 3. Are you getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is not anti-symmetric. ये 3 2 निकाल दो, then it will be anti-symmetric. Is there any confusion in anti-symmetric relation?
No.
Okay, great.
No, ma'am.
कुछ है तो पूछ लो, because थोड़ा सा tricky है समझने में. ठीक है. चलो. Last relation, transitive relation. So transitivity we have already seen. A to B है और B to C है, then A to C should be there. So that is what we are expecting in the transitive relation. So you have AB type of pair and you have BC type of pair. Then A to C should be there in your relation. Okay. So see. There is a set A 1 2 3 4 and there are these two relations. Okay, so first we'll focus on this relation. So let's see, 1 2 1 is there and 1 2 2 is there. So 1 2 2 should be there, which is there in our relation. Are you getting this? Yes, am I audible? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Then yeah.
Yes, yes.
Then 1 2 1 is there and 1 2 3 is there. So 1 2 3 should be there, which we have. Okay. Now see, and here in the transitive relation, the tedious task is you have to check for all possible pairs. So jitni bhi A to B and B to C are there, you have to check for whether A to C is also there or not. In case A to B is there and B to C is there, but A to C is not there, then in that case it is not a transitive relation. So as it is a tedious task and uska transitive closure nikalna is again more tedious. So there is an algorithm called Warshall's algorithm which help us or which allows us to find out the transitive closure. Okay, so I'll check other possibility of 1 to 1 and 1 to something. That's it. Then 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. So 1 to 3 we have. Okay, then 1 to 2 is उतना ही है. 2 to 3 and 3 to something नहीं है. 1 to 3 and 3 to something नहीं. 4 to 4 and that's it. So I can say that for all such pairs where AB and BC were there, we have A to C. Okay, for this relation. So this is transitive relation. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Please check for this relation whether it is transitive or not and let me know. Is it transitive?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. 1 to 1, 1 to 2 is there. So 1
Yes,
to 2
ma'am.
is there. Then 1 to 2 and 2 to 1. So 1 to 1 is there. It is there. Then 1 to 2 and 2 to 2 is there. So 1 to 2 should be there. It is there. Then 2 to 2 and 2 to 1. So 2 to 1 should be there. 2 to 1 should be there, which is there. That's it. Okay. So it is also transitive relation. Okay. Now the exercise. Can you check the previous example, the one you checked for reflexive and symmetric? Can you check whether it is transitive or not?
Not transitive.
It is not transitive. It is not transitive because 3 to 3 is not there. Can you see this? A is given and R and S are given. So check whether they are reflexive, irreflexive, symmetric, antisymmetric or transitive.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So R is reflexive? No, it is not reflexive. Okay. Then R is symmetric?
No, ma'am.
No, R is not symmetric. Then is it antisymmetric?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, correct. It is antisymmetric. Then is it transitive?
No. No.
What? Which pair is missing? 1, 3 is missing.
1, 3.
Then in S, is it reflexive? No,
No. No.
not reflexive. Then is it symmetric?
No. No.
No. Is it antisymmetric?
No. No.
Correct. And is it transitive?
No. No.
Transitive भी नहीं है. 1 to 2 1 1 1. Correct. Okay. Right.